certain Indian standards has specified uh, Bambusa tulda, Dendrocalamus strictus, and Bambusa bamboo can be used for applications in construction. And so Indian standards are specifying 16 species for construction. So you can have a look on code for bamboo from our Indian standards. And what is the status? I have just mentioned what are the species available, what is applications, and what is the status still now. Still now, this bamboo contributes the needs of tribal people, forest dwellers, or some other forest based areas. Only on the local environment this bamboo is used. Only small entrepreneurs all over India is making handicrafts or some items from the bamboo, from the resources what we have. We have around more bamboo resources, but we are using only 5 to 20% as an application. So we need to focus our research as well as our skill. The main focus for students is that you need to increase your skill for these kind of applications of bamboo in our construction. Okay, what does IPIRTI do? Our IPIRTI, what IPIRTI does, Indian Plywood Research Institute, what it does? It provides setting up of primary processing units in all Northeast states. We have already set up 6 or 7 primary processing units with the support of state governments in Northeast area. You may know that Northeast is one which has a better resource when compared to South India. So we have focused on primary processing unit which converts raw bamboo into smaller products. And we have developed more than 4 generation of products. Generation 1, 2, 3, and 4. We'll just see what are the products what IPIRTI developed. And basically, as a civil engineers or as engineers, whenever the product we make, it should have a long life, that we call it as a durable one or a withstanding one for a longer periods. So we need to process those bamboos. There are certain process techniques IPIRTI has developed, and these process or these codes are already available in Indian standards. There are certain techniques. You just see Brauch's process, internodal injection for bamboo, dip diffusion, and a hot and cold process. And you can see the code for structural applications. Indian code has prescribed 9096. There are certain treatment methods that we call it as chemical treatment or traditional method. And of all these methods, we focus only on pressure treatment. As an engineered product, pressure treatment can be a better one for a long duration of time. We have recommended for engineered products, pressure treatment can be a better one for structural applications. And what are the types of preservatives which are available? We call it as waterborne, oil-based, and solvent-based or natural toxins. Of which, in waterborne, we focus on fixing type preservatives. The reason is that from our from our researchers, from our institute, we have biology division. Based on the previous studies, they have recommended, and copper chrome boron, we call it a CCB, is a better one for structural applications, for preserving those bamboos for structural applications. There is another one for CCA, copper chrome arsenic, but it's not recommended by the environmentalist since it's some hazardous material. So copper chrome boron is a better preservative for fixing type to give a long-term material, long-term durable one. As I already mentioned, pressure type preservative methods will have a quick and uniform penetration in the products, and as well as this can last for more than 30 years in the building products. That means on furnitures or wall cladding or roofing products. This can have a long lasting up to 30 years. And same way, we already showed some preservation techniques. This is diffusion process, internodal hot cold process, and this is industry which was set up in Maharashtra, Kunbak Private Limited. You just students can make a note of this kind of industries. This industry is mainly in India. This is a major player in constructing bamboo based structures all over India. Kunbak Private Limited, and they are using certain techniques. You can just see what are the first one is preservation, and second one is straightening of those bamboos, and they are converting into small elements in the structures. You can see what are the, and these are certain trainings what we give for our from the institute we give for tribal people. What are the methods to convert or to make into a product? And these are the first generation product. What are the products we have developed? As like plywood, bamboo mat boards can be created. And in the fifth picture you can see bamboo mat corrugated sheets. This is a product what IPIRTI has developed, and we got a special patent and appreciation from a global level for developing this kind of corrugated sheets. This is when compared to asbestos sheets, this bamboo corrugated sheets can provide a sustainable one and also a long life one. And this you all know bamboo is good in tensile strength. A tensile strength may be around 150 to 200 MPa, so that this has a better bending properties. And these are some applications what we have used in our institute. We have developed furnitures, houses, and based on this technique we have transferred this technology to Kerala State Bamboo Corporation, because bamboo board factory in Kerala, they are in the production line of producing bamboo mat boards. You can just see how much employment is generated from the resource of bamboo, and it can be converted into products. These are certain products. Timpac Private Limited is another one industry which was set up, which is set up in Meghalaya. We have transferred the technology to them. You can see the product, bamboo mat boards or corrugated sheets, which are also in production line in Meghalaya. And in second generation of products, we call it as horizontal laminates, vertical laminates, and bamboo flooring tiles. These are some the basic products what we can convert and what we can use in our construction. Horizontal laminates, vertical laminates can be made in floorings or wall cladding or as partitions. This can be better used. And these are certain certain houses which are developed for the tourism sectors. We have given certain materials to the tourism sectors. You can just see how the interior looks can be enhanced by using these kind of materials. Okay, and again, have Mutta Industries in Meghalaya. They are producing engineered bamboo wood. We call it the product name is Dome. This engineered product wood is very similar to that of solid wood, so that we can convert a bamboo, hollow bamboo into a solid wood, so that we can use in all the substitutions of wood. This is one of the major advanced product. We call it as engineered wood. And apart from this, we can just focus on particle boards or MDF. In all our modular kitchens, you just check with your now products what are the in modular kitchens. We are using the MDF, medium density fiber boards, and particle boards. As in for tables, furnitures we are using, but which are all covered with laminations. You might be not aware. You please check with your furnitures or tables available in your houses. These are the advanced product, particle boards or MDF. This can also be done from all the agro waste products as well as from the particle boards. The rice husk ash, timber waste chips, or any other waste coming from forest can be converted into a laminates or products. And have a look on what are the products what IPIRTI has developed, and we have got more than 10 number of patents. And we are also focusing on developing standards for a Bureau of Indian Standards. We have developed for bamboo mat boards, veneer composites, corrugated sheets. These are the standards which are developed by our institute for the materials which are used in construction. Okay, and whenever we say these materials can be used, there should be certain standard. Actually, National Building Code has in part 6 has specified timber and bamboo can be used for structural applications. They have already mentioned in National Building Code. You please have a look on National Building Code Part 6. And these are certain grading of bamboos. We can grouping, we call it as grouping of bamboo based on species, age, based on the thickness, we call it as wall thickness. For structural applications or for construction applications, minimum wall thickness needed is 10 mm. Same way, we should have certain minimum diameter at the bottom of the bamboo species. Bottom of the bamboo species, have a look on what are the specifications, what we need for using in applications. And more technically, we can classify or group bamboo species based on three groups, based on modulus of rupture, modulus of elasticity, and compressive strength. We can group into three groups. This is for based on different applications. If you are going for direct using the raw bamboo in construction, we have to use group 1 bamboo for raw applications in trusses or frames like this. If you are converting into products after processing, if you are going to convert, we can go for group 2 or group 3 bamboo species. And these are based on material classifications. And based on our availability, our continuous users or continuous applications, we have selected 3 bamboo species can be a better one for structural applications. We have just divided 3 bamboo species: Dendrocalamus stocksy, Bambusa tulda, and Bambusa balcuva. These are the better ones. These are based on the continuous research and based on the private players who are currently using those bamboos. They have recommended this can be a better one for structural applications. And these are again some demo houses which are constructed for inside our institute, as well as through some tourism sectors. We have built up certain houses. Can have a look at what are the, and again, what are the testing need to be done whenever you are constructing with bamboo or with bamboo based walling system, bamboo based roofing system. You need to test certain serviceable testing parameters, such as impact test and joint test, and certain load for if you are making roof trusses with bamboo materials, we need to have certain load testing, as well as some exposure tests. This we call it as a bamboo corrugated sheets we have developed. We have studied for more than 5 years or 6 years the exposure study, how long period or how durable this bamboo roofing sheets can be. We can have a look on bending strength, how the roofing sheets are behaving whenever some impact load or certain materials or certain fire tests have to be done for the products. And we have developed certain models, and we have also tested for seismic study. The results are encouraging, but it's only for G+1 or G+2 parameters. We are not for going for more story of buildings. Okay. And this is a product what IPIRTI has developed, and this is with the support of B.
I request all the participants wait for a few minutes.
Okay.
Admit. Hello, sir. Excuse me, sir. Ramkumar, sir. Sir, unmute பண்ணுங்க sir. Your voice is not audible. Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, yes.
Yes,
Now
sir.
I am
Now
audible, sir.
it's audible.
In which slide I have left? I'm not sure whether these slides are. Can I go through or?
Yes, sir. You can
Hello, sir?
proceed. You can
Dharma, sir?
proceed, sir.
Okay. Sure, sure, right. And this is load carrying characteristics of bamboo mat corrugated sheets. And this you can see the global market of how where India stands and where the market leader China stands. From the total area of 10 million hectares, we are just giving a market size of only 5 billion US dollars. But with the total area of less than 6 million hectares, they are able market size of 20 billion US dollars. So you need to focus on where India is and where China is, and where we have to develop our skills or technology towards a material or product development. And here you can see this is one of the Bengaluru International Airport. They are going for the expansion of this project was handed over to design and contract given to Skidmore, which is an US based architect company. In India, there is no standard skill or architects who are able to construct such a large square feet area. And again, the total worth of the project is more than 13,000 crores. but still for material consumption and for bamboo materials oriented alone, they are having more than 3000 crores of worth of was given for bamboo materials as well as construction. So you need to focus in Indian market. We have a large demand is there for bamboo or bamboo based materials, as well as the skill architects or designers are very less. So students have to focus as in bamboo also to have a better development. And these are the who are the private players as well as national bamboo mission, Indian Plywood Research Institute, Kerala State Bamboo Mission, Maharashtra Bamboo Development Board, and INBOR is an international organization which mainly focus on bamboo and rattan all over the globe. And these are some basic structures which are constructed in India by our architects. That I have already made native Konback Bamboo Private Limited. They are the lead runners in bamboo based structures. For students in plant training or some projects, you can just contact this organization for an internship or some 2 months or 3 months internship. You can just contact the native bamboo private limited. And still now I have just shown what are the bamboo based applications or bamboo based products available and what is the future trend. And now I will just focus on timber. Now this we call it as timber whenever the wood which is fell down after that we call it as timber. Whenever the processed wood we call it as timber. So whether we can ask whether the timber construction is possible in India or not. The main problem in India is the availability of total resource as well as our population. It's not possible, and you can see why we are just focusing on timber or wood based materials. This has a capacity of storing its carbon. This wood has a capacity to store the carbon dioxide for a long period of years. So this is a sustainable one recommended and practiced from our forefathers. And whenever we call it as perception, whenever we say that timber construction, it can have it is a costlier one, or it is only for allied people. That is a normal perception in timber construction, but it is not so. It is it can withstand for a long life, as well as high rise buildings can also be built with timber. And IPIRTI, our Indian government, is also working towards engineered timber or engineered composites. You can have a look on what are the engineered timbers. We have nail laminated timber, glue laminated timber, glue beams or columns, and laminated veneer lumbers or cross laminated timbers. These are certain engineered products which are available in Indian market. And you can have a look on dual laminated timber, wood concrete composites. And these are certain composites from bamboo. We call it as parallel stand lumbers, laminated stand lumbers, LVL, Orient stand lumbers. And in housing techniques or building techniques, we can go for 3 techniques. One is post columns or beams can be made with timber alone, or light frame structures can be made of timber, or you can go for complete construction of buildings with timber. We call it as mass timber construction. In this mass timber construction, the unique product all over the world is that this is a cross-laminated timber. We call it as cross-laminated timber. The planks, wooden planks, are just bonded together, one in X direction and other one is Y direction. To have a homogeneity, these products can be made, and this thickness of this cross-laminated timber vary from 150 mm to 300 mm. So you can imagine, as that of our wall or as that of slab, this can be made cross laminated timber can be made. And you can just by the first patent of cross laminated timber was made 1985. It's a recent one. And how the how this evolution has made from 1985 to 2020, what are the basic things it has developed. You can see, have a look on, in one direction it is in longitudinal and the other direction it is transverse, the grain direction of wood, not in the same direction, for different directions. This is only to convert into a stable one, or a stable product, as like that of plywood. You can see cross laminated timber, major axis, minor axis. You can see how we are arranging the wooden planks in a major axis as well as in minor axis. In glue laminated timber, we are arranging only in the same direction, which are all glued with resins. I will just show what are the resins we are using. Timber is made of 3 layers, 5 layers, 7 layers. Actually, plywood, as plywood, it's an odd number of arrangement of construction. You can see parallel layer, perpendicular layer of construction. And these are common layers: 3 ply layer, 5 ply layer, 7 ply layer, 9 ply layer. These are certain arrangements, or what are the layers which normally we are developing. And what are the adhesives for bonding? This we use phenolic type or phenolic type formaldehyde resins. And the phenol formaldehyde resin is a more durable one for exterior applications. So as of now, phenol formaldehyde resin is used for exterior applications, and urea formaldehyde for interior applications. You can have, these are two adhesives what we are using in Indian scenario. There are certain joining techniques. You can have a look. This CLT can be used as a flooring as well as wall. There are certain arrangements or certain connection joints need to be focused with steel. Actually, for these kind of connections, rods, steel rods, screws, in-depth dual bores are needed for connections. This point of, still now in Indian codal provisions, they have not developed like this kind of advanced materials, but International Building Code has specified certain techniques for joining. And you can have a look how wall is connected with the slab, and how, what are the metallic gussets or metal brackets or metal gusset plates, how they are using. And what's the reason why this CLT can be used in Indian scenario? The main reasons we can have a look: sustainability, performance, as well as construction. This you can have a look: embodied energy, minimum waste production. And this kind of timber production, timber construction, we call it as prefabricated systems. So we can have a faster construction, waste production can be minimized, and we can have a good fire resistance. Whenever we say wood, constructing wood, normal, the first question raised whether it can withstand the fire resistance. Yes, as Indian code permits, 2 hours is the air rate. 2 hours is the minimum time required for evacuation. This kind of CLT panels or floors or beams can withstand more than 3 hours or fire resistance, and which are provided as A rating. Actually, we are Indian code have certain rating: 1.5 hour rating, 2 hours rating. This kind of products CLT will give more than 2 hours rating, which is more than enough for certain evacuation in case of accidents. And same way, this prefabricated systems will have a short duration of construction time, and we can have a precise output what we need. And these are certain history line, this kind of CLTs in their applications. Recently they have constructed on 16 floor buildings, 16 floor building with CLT. they have already constructed. And these are certain techniques. We can have intermingle concrete, wood and steel in our construction techniques, so that we can ensure our sustainability. Concrete can be used for sheer stable structure. These are certain buildings which are in America and European countries. These are certain fabrication techniques. And whenever coming to this application of these materials, you need certain standards or specifications. Still now in India, they have not focused on CLT or wood based timber constructions for high rise buildings, but we are in the stepping stones, we are in the initial stages. We will be developing standards, and the international building standard, international building code 2015, they have given up to 8 stories. And now the proposed international building code 2021 is now allowing up to 18-story buildings, 18-story building by using this kind of timber materials. These are certain international, you can see proposed 2021 international building code, which allows up to 18-story building by using completely wooden structures. And now, what is the scope? When you are seeing the future scope for sustainable construction, you can just say India is in the initial stage of using wood, timber, or alternative wood. We should always say alternative to wood. We should not rely completely on wood. Alternative to wood is timber. And same way, we have to get the timber or get the wood from the farmlands. This will enhance productivity for the farmers, employment for the farmers, as well as we can increase the forest cover area, not only relying on forest lands. Actually, our Indian forest cover area 99% is protected, so we can't expect timber or bamboo from the forest area. Since our forest lands, 24% of our Indian geography is covered by forest, is completely covered by forest. 99% is a protected one. So we no need to depend on forest, timber from forest or bamboo from forest. We need to obtain timber or bamboo from farmlands, so that which can yield a better employment as well as better resource for our India. And second, when compared to skill development and designs, we are little lagging. We need to focus on skills, how to construct construction by using raw bamboo, how to use those raw bamboo, and second, how to convert those raw bamboo into a engineered one. We need certain skills and designs, skill development programs, internships to the students. Likewise, all I have mentioned certain international players or national players like Kerala State Bamboo Corporation, like IPIRTI, IWST, and INBOR. They are giving certain skill development, design enhancement for the engineers, budding engineers. So you should focus on not only on steel, you should have eye on this timber as well as bamboo materials. And development of codes and practice are in initial stage, and we will be looking it. And entrepreneurship for engineers, you should focus on entrepreneurship, like this kind of innovative ideas. you should you should have a look on innovative concepts, innovative ideas. Whenever you focus on this, you should have you can have a unique, or you will be very unique. Whenever now all the Indian projects are now focusing only on sustainability. If you have a better skill of constructing with bamboo or timber, in future you can be a better entrepreneurs by using these techniques. And this is all from our presentation. And if any queries related to testing, standardization of bamboo, timber, if any other queries needed for you, you can just contact our website, and there will be certain contact us mail IDs will be available. You can mail to us, so that we can guide students for in plant trainings, or like students projects. We can just give a continuous guidance research for the development of India. And I thank you, HOD, as well as professors of the college for giving an opportunity to deliver the lecture. Thank you.
Sir, hello, excuse me, sir.
Hello.
Sir, few questions.
Oh.
Sir, am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes,
Sir, the
yes, sir.
question,
Yes,
few
definitely.
questions, sir.
Yes, yes,
Uh,
sir. Yes, yes,
please,
yes, sir.
please
Audible.
explain
Yes,
the
yes, sir. Yes, yes, definitely.
please
Yes.
explain the seismic behavior of bamboo house. Sir?
Bamboo house, actually, in our bamboo seismic behavior, we have constructed up to two-story buildings. In our institute, we have constructed up to G+2. Actually, G+2, it was constructed in 2001. As of now, in Bangalore area, the structure is standing and there is no problem in that kind of structure. But when going for seismic study, still now we have not explored like in all the structures. Now we have only constructed up to G+2. If you are going for more high-rise buildings or high-rise structures, we can focus on seismic study. And still now we have not studied in those parameters. But there are certain standards. But seismic behavior or mass timber structure, there are certain behaviors are available, but still we are not in that stage. Hello.
Yes, sir. Sir, another one.
Yes.
What
Yes,
is
yes.
what is the dimensional stability in percentage for bamboo based structure?
Bamboo based structure, yes, sir. The dimension stability is very precise. When we go for mass timber construction, you can see our historic buildings. There are more buildings which are made of timber. The dimensional stability is better when compared to timber. Or bamboo has an ability to absorb the vibrations or shocks. So we can expect better flexibility when compared to concrete or steel. Actually, this has a material which can absorb the shocks or vibrations. The thing is that you need to focus on connection detail. Connections have to be very clear for making high-rise buildings for more than 2 or more than G+4. The connection parameters and for design team should be very clear.
Yes, sir. So next one,
Yes.
what is the rate moisture absorption for bamboo floor panels, which is used in the modular kitchen? Moisture absorption.
Yes, yes, sir. Actually, the product, what are the products we have developed bamboo based products, flooring items, the inherent water moisture content in that product will be around 4 to 8%. This is on the product I'm saying. This is on product we have up to 4 to 8%. This is a testing sample what we received. But in service time, there will be certain observation from the product. So we are providing laminations. Actually, in all our kitchen or modular applications, we are using only that laminated boards or laminated materials. There will be certain 1 to 3% of moisture absorption will be there. But if that product is laminated with laminations, we can have a long life up to 20 years or up to 30 years.
Yes, sir.
Moisture content will be there. If lamination is provided, we can avoid that.
Yes, sir. Sir, what about biological growth for both bamboo and wood-based panels?
Biological growth means what is actually bamboo. I have already said the rotation time of bamboo is 5 years, 5 to 6 years. This is for bamboo.
Okay.
And same way when compared to timber, I have already mentioned short rotation plantations. We call it as eucalyptus is a short rotation plant, and then eucalyptus popular, we call it a short rotation plant. That means 5 to 10 years. Within 10 years or within 15 years, we can get the product from the farmlands. When compared to natural forest, for natural forest, it may take up to 50 years, 60 years to get a product from the forest. But if we focus on short rotation plant, eucalyptus popular, we call it as Melia dubia. Melia dubia is Malai Vembu. In our area, South India is very famous for that Malai Vembu. That is the main short rotation plant which is recommended by our institute for plywood making, as well as to make this Malay bamboo has a better termite resistance. You all know Malay bamboo has a better termite resistance. So likewise, you have to select the species for short rotation, as well as it should yield a better income to the farmers. So you have to select based on that, and rotation period can be up to 15 years for this short rotation, or for bamboo is we can expect less than 5 years.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Whether the bamboo and
Ah.
wood-based column element will carry the compressive loads safely?
Yes, yes, we can. Actually, I have already mentioned certain certain images in that they have already constructed 8-story building with the bamboo. Actually, bamboo should not be hollow one. Actually, you can have a look on the in my presentation. They have constructed one hotels, restaurants. They have already made with a combination of not a single bamboo pole. Actually, we can use in two ways. One as a raw pole or raw bamboo. After processing with a hollow nature, we can combine more than 5 bamboo columns or 10 bamboo columns. We can just tie it, or we can have some connections, nut and bolt connections like that. We can have. This is a raw bamboo utilization. And
Yes.
second one is we can convert into a solid wood. What we are converting that bamboo strips, and then we are making the engineered wood. I have mentioned that that is a third generation product. We are making into solid wood, just crunching those bamboo, converting into a solid bamboo, so that that can be as an engineered product. We can it is, when compared to solid wood, this engineered bamboo wood is a better one in terms of tensile strength as well as in terms of compression. It is possible.
Yes, sir. The same. What is
Yes.
the tensile strength of bamboo?
Bamboo is 150 MPa. That no 150 to 200 MPa. It depends on species.
Okay.
150 MPa to 200 MPa.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
How the bamboo seats are better than asphalt seat? What is its advantage over durability, cost, and strength?
Yes. Durability, cost, and strength. Actually, this bamboo corrugated roofing sheet, which is developed, it has better bending strength when compared to asbestos. First one is better bending strength. The main reason is the bamboo corrugated sheet is made of bamboo mats. Again, these bamboo mats are made from bamboo slivers or bamboo fibers. So you can imagine, you should have felt that bamboo fibers or bamboo strips are bendable, so that this bamboo product, what I have shown in the PPT, you can see how much bending it can take. It can take, when compared in the graph, I have already mentioned. You can just see on the slide, load carrying capacity, bending strength, as well as this extension is very good when compared to asbestos sheet. And second point, durability factors. Once in 3 years or 4 years, you need to have a painting on the exterior as well as interior. This we call it as maintenance charges. Maintenance should be done for these bamboo corrugated sheets. Since it is continuously exposed to sun or atmosphere, it undergoes certain degradation. So once in 3 years or 5 years, it need to be painted with exterior paints, and interior it need to be polished or made a polish varnish. And this is in terms of durability. And third one, you asked about cost. Actually, this cost, when compared to a normal asbestos sheet, the cost of this roofing sheet is more than 50% higher. The main reason is only one industry is in the production line, and they are deciding the rates. I said Timpac Private Limited Meghalaya is the only industry in India which is in the production line of this bamboo corrugate. So it's a monopoly kind of market trade. The product is maintained, product produced by them, and the rate is decided by them. If more industries or more entrepreneurs are interested to make in production line, the cost may be reduced. As of now, the cost is 50% higher when compared to normal asbestos sheets.
Okay, sir. So
Yes.
is bamboo reinforcement is durable and efficient?
Bamboo reinforcement is not a durable one. Actually, bamboo reinforcement, there are certain researchers or certain more number of studies are already done in that. The reason is that first one, if you are using reinforcement inside bamboo, first thing, it has ability to absorb water. First thing, it's a natural material, it has ability to absorb water. If there is a change in moisture content in concrete as well as in the bamboo reinforcement in concrete, it will undergo certain shrinkage or expansion. There are certain mechanics there, and if the reinforcement is provided, it is considered as an ill designed effect or a ill considered effect. uh, Bamboo reinforcement is not a recommended one inside concrete, but still, for small structures or small elements for road or simple elements they are using. But when we are using that bamboo more technically, it will cause cracking of cracking along the reinforcement. The reason is that it has ability to absorb water. And second thing, there is a change in temperature conditions, definitely it will create crack. So reinforcement by using bamboo strips in concrete is not a recommended or advisable one. You can have bamboo as a engineered product. You can convert bamboo into an engineered product or use bamboo as a same material.
Yes.
There are certain researches or publications are available, but still it is not a recommended one for converting into a concrete reinforcement. It is not a recommended one. Yes.
Sir, timber construction is efficiency in strength and cost when compared to conventional construction.
Timber and
Construction.
efficiency, yes. Efficiency, when we are going for a duration of construction, when compared to concrete, this kind of timber construction or mass timber construction, the efficiency is very good, precise, and we are using advanced techniques of BIM, building information management, we call it as BIM. We are using advanced technique. The main reason why I am saying mass timber or building construction is more efficient when compared to concrete is that before having a before starting the construction, the timber construction should have a clear picture what you are going to do from each element. Each element you should be very clear, and prefabrication is a technique we are following here for mass timber construction. If prefabrication is done in the industry, prefabrication is all the small elements are done in industries, you can ensure the quality. First one, quality is ensured, the product can be controlled, and connection execution will be very clear. When compared to concrete, its efficiency will be very good, but still it need to be proper designed. The connection column design, as well as in beam column joint or in column joint in columns, you should have better steel interactions. We call it as steel plates in beam column. There should be certain joint beam column in joints, and columns should be properly designed. Design is the main factor. Execution will be good when compared to concrete. And same way, the duration of project time for normal project, it may takes for 2 years, means we can ensure that this mass timber construction can be built within 6 months or 1 year.
Yes. Sir, how to
Yes.
prevent the bamboo from degradation?
I have already mentioned that preservation techniques are available. Actually, two bamboo, one is raw bamboo and other one is processed bamboo. Whenever you are using raw bamboo for making some structures, civil structures, for making trusses or that, you should have dip diffusion method or pressure treatment method of raw bamboo. Raw bamboo can be treated to enhance. This treatment process can ensure to have 20 years of lifetime. I'm sure that this and same way there should be regular maintenance. A simple thing in wood or timber is that maintenance is a needed one for a long duration one. First thing, and second, I also told for this raw bamboo, and for engineered bamboo, whenever you are converting whatever the products, bamboo or engineered mat boards, columns, engineered wood, whatever the product you are making, before making the product, you just treat with preservatives or chemicals to have a long life. So preservation can be done. There are certain Indian standard codes are available for preservation, I have mentioned in the slide, so that can be used for making the preservations.
Yes, sir. Sir, in
Yes.
seismic zone, is the bamboo construction is safe?
Yes, in zones, bamboo construction can be recommended. You should ensure that design parameters should be ensured by the design engineers. It is possible. Bamboo can be in seismic zones. It can be recommended only after the approval of design engineers. It is possible.
Okay, sir. Sir,
Yes.
whether bamboo is used instead of steel in concrete?
Yeah, no, actually they have used, but we have done 2 or 3 studies as a reinforcement of bamboo in slabs or walls. We have in walls, we have already used for more than 20 years. It is in use, but still the reason is that in joints it gives certain cracks, or along the reinforcement it gives cracks. So reinforcement in concrete by using bamboo or bamboo strips is not an advisable one, since it has ability to absorb water. It's a natural material. It has the ability to absorb water. Whatever the treatment or whatever the coating you give to the bamboo, it will absorb. And same way, as a product making, if you are making rod or making steel, that bamboo rod in concrete, after 28 days you can observe certain cracks along the that interfacial space or interfacial bonding. You can observe cracks, so it is not a recommended one. It's not an advisable one. Yes.
Sir, what type of foundation used and bamboo's G+2 buildings?
Yeah, we have used isolated foundation for a G+2 building. In our office we have constructed. It was constructed in 2001. As of now, 19 years, it is working efficiently, and we are using as an office building. Actually, isolated footing, the footing depth is more than 1.2 meter what we have used. Actually, those bamboo, we are not using single bamboo pole. We have used more than 4 bamboo columns are clubbed together, which are converted into a column. 4 bamboo columns clubbed together as a single column.
What treatment should be done if you use timber under the soil as foundation material? In soil having more
Bore
subtraction.
Yes. In those conditions, we can have boric bora CCB. I have mentioned in copper chromate treatment one. CCB chemical can be used. And second, boric borax solution. There are certain percentage or ratio which is prescribed in IS code. Boric borax solution can be used for preservating in that termite zones or in that soil conditions. Boric borax solution can be a recommended one. You can please refer the IS code, what I have mentioned in the slide. You
Yes.
can get more chemicals or more ideas from that.
Yes, sir. Sir, is
Yes.
bamboo and timber are fire resistant than concrete buildings?
When uh, bamboo and timber is not fire resistance when compared to concrete. When compared to concrete, it is not more efficient. But as Indian standard codes prescribes, uh, this fire resistant for any accidents. If any fire accidents occurs, the minimum time duration for evacuation is 2 hours. For a A-rated building, there will be rating A star, B likewise. For this A-rated building, the minimum duration is 2 hours. We have tested in our laboratory for bamboo specimens after treatment of fire. This bamboo as well as timber after treatment can give more than 2 hours of evacuation time.
I request the participants mute your audio.
Yes. Uh, when compared to concrete, it's not more fire resistant material, but however, for a minimum evacuation time of 2 hours or 3 hours, bamboo can give a better evacuation time, and this can have a better fire resistant property. And I have said CLT, we call it a cross-laminated timber. There is a certain mechanics in CLT. The layers of bamboo CLT, whenever fire occurs, it will form one layer of char. That means CHAO, char. One layer if fire occurs. After beyond that, that char cannot penetrate inside the wood. There are certain mechanics and certain research is going on. That CLT or this moss timber is better efficient when compared to steel, since that this char layer can prevent further penetration of fire. So CLT, now the researchers all over the world are studying in that scenario whether fire resistance can be enhanced for that. It's not when compared to concrete, it's not more fire resistant, but it can ensure certain minimum time period.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir, thank you very much, sir, for your nice presentation as well as for your
yes,
answer
thank you.
session for the questions. Uh,
Sure, right.
all the participants shared the very good presentation and nice presentation. And please share the
Okay,
PPT like that, sir. We are getting more positive responses. So thank you
sure,
very much,
right.
sir, for sharing sustainable building materials, timber and bamboo.
Okay, right. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I request all the participants uh, are requested to join another session today at 4 o'clock on the topic study on radiation field using heavy density concrete by the resource person Dr. R. Ratan Raj. So we will meet at 4 o'clock. Thank you.